by Martin St. Pierre. He's got Salmelainen and Torres. St. Pierre, long pass for Raffi Torres. Drops it back. Wall with a shot. Scores! And no goal being waved off as Tony Salmelainen was in the face of Alex Auld. And that's going to cost number 8 a couple of minutes.
The Roadrunners run the 3-on-2 to perfection, and Tony Salmelainen does what he's supposed to do, drive to the front of the net. But what Tony ends up doing is going a stride too far. Look at St. Pierre makes a terrific pass to Raffi Torres, back to Matthew Waugh. And actually he gets shoved into the net by DePenta. And really Salmelainen doesn't have much other place to go. And the play is going to get waved off. Salmelainen will go to the penalty box. Still remains 0-0.
Nate DeCasmero, and he gets it out. J.J. Hunter at the blue line. Looking for Jeff Woywitka. He just tips it in. And again, the penalty killers for the Edmonton Roadrunners living up to that number 3 ranking in the American Hockey League. Kept in by Bishai. Wine fires a shot, scores! There it is! Mike Bishai's first goal at home. And the Edmonton Roadrunners break out on top.
Well, Mike Bishai, even though he's not smiling, he's got to be thinking it's about time. As you mentioned, Kevin, no goals at home this year. And this is not a place Bishai shoots the puck from very much. He told me the other day that he was going to try and shoot the puck a little more. He knows he's a pass-first centerman, but he wants to create something on his own. And here he takes a long slap shot that Alex Auld makes a mistake on. He does not square up to the shooter enough. He should be able to catch that puck. But in any case, Mike Bishai has given the Edmonton Roadrunners a 1-0 lead.
1:50 into the second period. The Roadrunners, like they did on Friday night, have the lead. And unassisted starts the rush the other way. Matthew Waugh picks it up on the far side. Waugh looking for Salmelainen in the middle, dropped it back. And King was there to pick it off, and he'll send away Sarno. Sarno gets by Bishai. Sarno snaps the shot, and a penalty coming up to the Edmonton Roadrunners. And Mike Bishai saw the streaking Peter Sarno going by him and gave him the hook.
Well, this penalty starts because of a turnover deep in the Manitoba zone by Tony Salmelainen. Salmelainen has this puck with good speed. He takes a nice feed. He should shoot this puck, but he tries a drop pass, quickly picked up by King, who turns it over to Sarno, and that leaves Mike Bishai in a terrible spot. Bishai realizes this is a 2-on-1, and he makes a hook that slows down Sarno just enough. But Bishai goes to the penalty box. Manitoba back on the power play.
For the 6th time this afternoon. Quick pass to Wright. Wright, 6 points against the Manitoba Moose. 3 goals and 3 assists, including the game winner on Friday night. Tony Salmelainen leads his team in every offensive category. Mike Bishai tripped up by Peter Sarno. Bishai got the hooking call against Sarno, so I guess turnabout is fair play as Sarno's going to go to the penalty box for tripping up Mike Bishai.
Since Bishai scored earlier in the second period, he's been a very prominent player on the power play, moving his feet at regular strength, and here he gets a half a stride on Sarno. Sarno reaches out to try and impede his progress, ends up tripping him, and Edmonton will go back on the power play with a great opportunity to take the lead here at the end of the second period.
We are still even after 2 periods of play as each club was able to light the lamp in that middle frame between Manitoba and Edmonton. Well, there are 5 Albertans on the Roadrunners team, only 1 from Edmonton, so you can probably guess who that player's favorite team was when he was growing up, watching them right here in this building. That's Mike Bishai, and his favorite club was, you guessed it, the Edmonton Oilers.
Back comes Gretzky, has Lowe with him. In front to Lowe, he shoots, he scores! Short-handed goal, Gretzky to Lowe.
Growing up in Edmonton, at that age, that was when the Oilers were winning all the Stanley Cups, and there's so many players, Gretzky and Messier, all those guys I idolized growing up, and wanted to be like them one day.
For Mike Bishai, that dream got a step closer in May of 2002 when he signed with the Edmonton Oilers as a free agent. He would split that first season between the East Coast Hockey League and the Hamilton Bulldogs of the AHL. As a young player with the Bulldogs, Bishai picked up some valuable tips from a seasoned veteran.
My rookie year in Hamilton, we had a guy, Bill Lindsay. He was playing with us, and I think I learned a lot from him. He was a veteran player. He played many years in the NHL, and just to see him being the hardest working player on and off the ice every day was what was really helpful to the younger guys, and it showed us how to become pros, and it certainly showed me how to work, and definitely got my work ethic up.
That work paid off last season. After giving his all with the Toronto Roadrunners for most of the year, the Oilers called him up for his NHL debut in January. It was a moment that hometown boy Mike Bishai had waited for his whole life.
Oh, it was unbelievable. I've been dreaming about that moment, my whole career, and ever since I, started in the sport, and to actually, make it to a team you grew up idolizing and grew up being such a big fan was, overwhelming for me.
Roadrunners coach Jeff Ward thinks that Bishai's 14-game stay in the NHL last season did a world of good.
I think the taste in the NHL really built his confidence. He's seen that he can compete at that level, and now he's come back to us with really the challenge of developing into a solid #1 center in the American Hockey League in order to get ready to take that step full-time to the National Hockey League. So he's a dynamic center. He's great with the puck, great vision, and he's a guy that has really put himself in a good situation in terms of being a prospect in the organization.
This season, Mike Bishai has found that he enjoys setting up the goals more than he does scoring them.
I think my game is, mostly, I like to be, mostly a playmaker. At this level, you always want to, be able to shoot and shoot more at the net. And I think that's one of the things I got to work on is getting more pucks to the net myself.
And that's what he did to get his first at home and 5th on the season. We are tied at 1 after 2 periods of play. Stay tuned. We'll have 3rd period action between Manitoba and Edmonton on the way.
The difference was this morning he said, I really don't have a clue. We just play much better on the road.
Raffi Torres drops the gloves against Jimmy Roy. Torres and Roy. And Jimmy Roy just needs the assist now for the Gordie Howe hat trick.
Well, he's going to have a tough time getting it. There's 1:41 to go, and he'll be done. Now the bench is giving it to Roy as well. Jimmy Roy's a feisty competitor. He's battled in the American Hockey League for a long period of time. But he may have bitten off more than he can chew in a fight with Raffi Torres as Torres heads to the Edmonton dressing room. Jimmy Roy heads to the Manitoba room as well.
Second game, second fight for Jimmy Roy. Remember that he took off